What's happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we've got a clip coming from The View, aka The Spew. The View host for slamming Trump. That's usually the main topic of discussion on their show. They're not satisfied with doing this amongst each other. They are now inviting a guest from the White House, and could we all guess who it is? It's someone who is supposed to be doing press briefings and answering a lot of questions. Usually get nothing out of her. We got Karine Jean-Pierre going on The View, and this time she has a lot to say. It's exciting to see this clip of her with so much to say and her blatant TDS, Trump derangement syndrome, on display for us. I'm excited to get in this clip, so we're going to jump straight into it, guys, and I'll get my thoughts on the back end. So definitely stick around until the end so you guys can get my thoughts on the back end. But let's get straight into it, y'all. Before we even do that, though, make sure you guys smash that like button, guys. It does not cost a thing. Hit that like button for your boy, and also hit that subscribe button as we're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. Let's get into it, y'all.
Whoopi and Joy Behar and Sunny Hostin, they have Karine Jean-Pierre on their show. They all go nuts over the Israel versus Hamas issue. The View, of course, is consistently on the wrong side of that issue. The imbeciles on The View. Welcome to Doug in Exile. Let's go.
Please welcome back White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre.
Karine Jean-Pierre.
Karine Jean-Pierre.
Karine.
Karine Jean-Pierre.
Okay, whatever. If you don't care, I don't care.
Karine Jean-Pierre.
Hey, Whoopi, are you giving me a new name?
Yeah, it happens. Sometimes my mouth just doesn't act the way it's supposed to.
Yeah, sometimes the mouth, it's that way, Whoopi.
Over the weekend, Liz Cheney said that a second Trump presidency means that the U.S. would be sleepwalking into a dictatorship.
Sunny Hostin's the only woman in America that cares about what Liz Cheney says and keeps repeating it.
As it relates to January 6th, what we saw on January 6th in 2021, it was dangerous, horrific, and it was an attack on our democracy. The president has spoken to that multiple times about how dangerous that day was.
All of these people remain completely silent on the much bigger, much more violent Black Lives Matter, George Floyd riots the year before.
It is wrong to want to turn over the will of the people
by removing Trump off the ballot. Say it with me, Karine.
It is wrong to use rhetoric for violence.
I just don't even know why there aren't uprisings all over the country, and maybe there will be.
There needs to be unrest in the streets for as long as there's unrest in our lives.
Like calling them mega Republicans and calling us supremacists for supporting Trump.
And you push back on them, and you tell them they're not welcome anymore, anywhere.
We were in high school, I'd take him behind the gym and beat the hell out of him.
I think you need to go back and punch him in the face. Feel like punching him.
I want to tell you, Gorsuch, I want to tell you, Kavanaugh, you have released the whirlwind, and you will pay the price.
These people actually create the violence in other countries, like an attack on Ukraine and Hamas's attack on Israel. With their weakness, they cause it. That's what a lot of this show is going to be about.
And yet Trump over the weekend said that Joe Biden was a threat to democracy. Ha!
Keep laughing, Joy.
We are very, very clear about denouncing Hamas's actions, and that's what the president has been clear about, and that's, as an administration more broadly, we're going to continue to be really,
Do you think because of her perch, though, as a progressive leader, she should clarify her remarks?
This is Karine having a very hard time condemning Rep. Pramila Jayapal, who is a member of the Progressive Caucus and said something so horrifying.
With respect, I was just asking about the women, and you turned it back to Israel.
By the way, this happens with all anti-Semites. You bring up the women and it always goes back to Israel. It always goes back to the Jews. Everything's the Jews' problem, right? That's what this progressive did right here.
I'm asking you about Hamas. In fact,
I already answered your question, Dana. I said it's horrific, and I think that rape is horrific, sexual assault is horrific. I think that it happens in war situations. Terrorist organizations like Hamas obviously are using these as tools.
They don't want these women to tell their story, so they're not going to release them and have all of this go public to what they do to their prisoners, and Israel has never done. Just to be clear, Israel has never done what Hamas does, so it's immoral to use them interchangeably in the same sentence.
However, I think we have to be balanced about bringing in the outrages against Palestinians. Yeah.
J. Paul is asking that we show the right amount of outrage to Palestinians and to Israel. She's flat out wrong on this. This is disgusting to me. But anyways.
I speak for the president. She has to speak for herself. We have been very, very
What's
clear.
What's so progressive
very
about
clear.
her anyway? The word progressive is a misnomer.
Well, she's the chair of the Progressive Caucus.
She's the head of the Progressive Caucus. That's her name.
Extreme left, maybe, but progressive. I'm progressive.
This is the thing that's driving the progressives crazy right now. They're seeing all of these anti-Semites on their side.
That's fair.
No, I don't like that term.
Let me.
Ooh, that's like an uncomfortable, chilly silence. Joy goes, I don't like that term, progressive. Yeah, you're wearing it. You're soaking in it, Madge.
But we're going to continue to tell people there's Hamas, and then there's the Palestinian people.
Yep.
Okay?
Bull. This is just Joe Biden propaganda. Look at Joe Biden here on Twitter. We must not lose sight on the fact that the overwhelming majority of Palestinians had nothing to do with Hamas's appalling attacks and are suffering as a result of them. It is unclear what the Palestinian people actually think. They don't know what percentage of the Palestinians are against Hamas. For all we know, they all support Hamas, or we don't know if many of them. They're just trying to appease them, create excuses for them. I don't create excuses for them, but I dig you guys. I'm glad you guys are here to go through this with me as we endure this hideous Biden regime and The View.
Yo, there we have it, guys. Coming from our friend Doug. Definitely going to be sure to leave that original video link down in the description box below for those of you guys who want to go over there and check that out. And also for you guys to go over there and show our friend some love. Wow, what a sighting. We see Karine Jean-Pierre, White House press secretary, go on there and, put on display her blatant symptoms for her illness, that is TDS. For those of you who don't know what that is, this is Trump derangement syndrome, and our friend Karine Jean-Pierre is putting that on blatant display. Usually she doesn't have much to say, and I think this is because of her illness, that is that TDS she's been suffering from. She's going there and saying that Trump, is a danger to our democracy, stating that Trump is a dictator and we're, flirting with a dictatorship if he gets elected again. I just refuse to believe anything that comes out of this lady's mouth. She is literally, a mouthpiece for the Biden administration and their lies. And then how about Joy Behar getting a little bit uncomfortable there for a second? We've seen Joy Behar about freaking out about the word progressive. I'm starting to think that Joy Behar doesn't even know what's really going on inside of this conflict. And this goes to further show us what's going on the left. There is a war that has broken out within the left because of the Israel-Hamas conflict. And we're seeing it, put on display right here. They don't know who to blame. And we're seeing, the anti-Semites are being, pointed out on the left, and they don't know how to respond. And they're like, is that us? No way, this is us. And they can't, speak against one of their own. So they have to, somewhat try to get on board. But then you see Joy Behar get out of her skin about it. Definitely was very interesting to see White House press secretary Karine Jean-Pierre on The View. Just about made Joy Behar lose her. She was ready to quit her job. Joy Behar just about quit The View, or was about to kick Karine Jean-Pierre off this set because of her words. Yo, you guys definitely hop in the comment section and let me know your thoughts. White House press secretary Karine Jean-Pierre on The View, aka The Spew. Blatant TDS on display alongside of, the usual Spew host. Also, make sure you guys hit that like button, guys. It does not cost a thing. Hit that like button for your boy, and also hit that subscribe button as we're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. Y'all catch you guys on the next one. We go.